Steam is back with another round of absolutely wild deals, and this time, it's stacked. We're talking 90% off major titles, blockbuster games for under $10, and hidden gems you probably missed the first time around. This isn't your average meh discount lineup. This is the kind of sale that empties wallets and fills up backlogs, and I've sifted through the noise to bring you the absolute best of the best. Big names, deep cuts, and everything in between, all at prices you don't want to ignore. So buckle up. Your next favorite game might be sitting in your cart by the end of this video, and if you're watching this after the sale ends, you're gonna wish you clicked buy just a little bit sooner. Guilty Gear Strive is currently 50% off on Steam, bringing its price down from $39.99 to just $19.99. And that's a serious steal for one of the most visually stunning and technically refined fighting games of the generation. Strive blends anime-style 2D art with 3D models so seamlessly that the entire game feels like playing a hand-drawn cinematic. Every frame is crafted with impact and style, making every fight feel explosive. Guilty Gear Strive delivers fast-paced, combo-heavy one-on-one battles with deep mechanics. It features systems like Roman cancels, which let players cancel out of moves to extend combos or escape danger, and the wall break mechanic that dramatically changes the flow of a match by transitioning stages mid-fight. Lessaria Fantasy Kingdom Sim is currently 20% off on Steam, dropping from $39.99 to $19.92 USD. While the discount might seem small compared to other deep-cut sales, the game itself delivers a rich and layered kingdom-building experience that caters to players who love complex management, high fantasy world-building, and long-term simulation gameplay. The game features a dynamic world with seasonal changes, randomized events, and AI-controlled factions with their own goals. Neighboring kingdoms evolve alongside you. You might form alliances, go to war, or simply try to outgrow them through better internal management. As time passes, your kingdom grows from a village to a sprawling empire, with each decision shaping how your society develops technologically, culturally, and militarily. Total War Warhammer 3 is currently 75% off on Steam, dropping its price from $59.99 to just $14.99, an absolutely massive deal for one of the most ambitious grand strategy games ever made, especially if you're a fan of large-scale battles, deep faction variety, and immersive fantasy warfare. This is the third and final chapter in the Total War Warhammer trilogy, and it pulls no punches. It combines Creative Assembly's classic real-time battle system with turn-based empire management, all set in Games Workshop's dark, gritty, and wildly creative Warhammer fantasy universe. What sets Warhammer 3 apart is how it leans heavily into the mythic and monstrous, introducing factions that feel larger than life in both power and design. At $14.99, you're getting a colossal game with a massive amount of content, replay value, and production quality. Fallout 76 is currently 80% off on Steam, slashing the price from $39.99 to just $7.99 USD. And for under $10, you're getting access to a massive, ever-evolving open world that has come a long way since its rocky 2018 launch. Set in post-apocalyptic Appalachia, Fallout 76 is a multiplayer survival RPG, where players emerge from Vault 76, one of the first to open after the nuclear war, and begin rebuilding America. Unlike previous Fallout titles, this entry introduced an online shared world experience, allowing players to explore the wasteland together or solo in a persistent world populated by other survivors. For $7.99, Fallout 76 is no longer the flawed experiment it once was. It's now a feature-rich survival RPG that offers dozens, if not hundreds of hours of content, especially for fans of the Fallout universe. Pacific Drive is currently 50% off on Steam, dropping from $29.99 to just $14.99. A solid deal for one of the most unique and atmospheric survival driving games released in recent years. This is not your typical open world or racing title. Instead, Pacific Drive blends eerie exploration, sci-fi mystery, and vehicle maintenance into a tense, immersive experience where your car is your only lifeline. Set in the surreal, post-apocalyptic Olympic exclusion zone, a twisted, constantly shifting version of the Pacific Northwest, you play as a lone driver trapped inside this anomaly-ridden region. The world is full of bizarre phenomena, corrupted landscapes, unstable weather, strange radiation, floating debris, and mechanical anomalies that can warp physics. There's no traditional combat here, just your station wagon, your tools, and the unknown. At $11.99, this game is an absolute must-buy for RPG fans, Yakuza newcomers, or anyone looking for a story-rich game that blends humor, heart, and chaos in equal measure. Even if you've never played a Yakuza title before, this is the perfect entry point, and one of the best deals in this sale. Like a Dragon is currently 60% off on Steam, dropping from $29.99 to just $11.99. And at that price, you're getting one of the most unique and unexpectedly heartfelt RPGs of the last decade. This isn't just another crime drama. It's a full-blown turn-based RPG with a wild sense of humor, deep storytelling, and a ton of personality. Sniper Elite 5 is currently 80% off on Steam, slashing its original price of $79.99 down to just $15.99, an incredible deal for one of the most satisfying tactical third-person shooters on the market, especially if you enjoy stealth, long-distance kills, and creative freedom in how you approach your objectives. Sniper Elite 5 also introduces a new invasion mode, where another player can jump into your game as an enemy sniper, hunting you down in real time. It adds a cat-and-mouse layer of intensity to single-player missions. There's also full co-op support for the campaign, a wave-based survival mode, and competitive multiplayer for up to 16 players. At $15.99, Sniper Elite 5 is one of the best tactical shooter values on Steam right now. At $13.99, it's a great pick if you enjoy simulation games like Gas Station Simulator, House Flipper, or Cooking Simulator, or if you just want something chill, satisfying, and surprisingly addictive. Whether you're into number-crunching profits or just organizing cans of beans on a perfect shelf, Supermarket Simulator delivers that just one more day kind of loop, and it does it well. Supermarket Simulator is currently 30% off on Steam, and while it might sound like a simple or even silly concept, this game has become a viral indie hit for a reason. It offers an oddly addictive blend of simulation, management, and first-person gameplay that lets you experience what it's like to run your very own grocery store from the ground up. Batman Arkham Knight is currently a massive 85% off on Steam, dropping from $59.99 to just $8.99. An absolutely incredible price for one of the most visually impressive, content-rich superhero games ever made. This is the final entry in Rocksteady's acclaimed Arkham trilogy, and it delivers a dark, explosive, and cinematic send-off for The Dark Knight. Set in a fully open-world Gotham City, Arkham Knight puts you in Batman's boots on the worst night of his life. Scarecrow has launched a full-scale assault on the city, teaming up with classic rogues like the Penguin, Two-Face, and Harley Quinn, and a mysterious new villain called the Arkham Knight, who seems to know all of Batman's secrets. At $4.99, this game is unreal value. You're getting 40+ hours of content just in the base campaign, with even more if you dive into side quests and collectibles. Whether you're a fan of Tolkien, open-world games, or simply love the thrill of building and commanding your own monstrous army, Shadow of War is a must-play, and at this price, it's practically a crime to skip it. Middle-earth Shadow of War is currently 90% off on Steam, down from $49.99 to just $4.99, and that's one of the best dollar-to-content deals in this entire sale. For the price of a coffee, you're getting a sprawling, epic open-world action RPG set in the rich and brutal universe of J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, reimagined through the dark lens of the Shadow of Mordor series. $9.99, that's all it takes to get your hands on Back 4 Blood, a game that originally launched at $99.99. You're getting the Ultimate Edition at 90% off, and that means everything: the base game, bonus content, extra cards, weapons, skins, and expansions. For less than the cost of a fast food combo, you're buying hours of chaotic co-op zombie carnage, and it hits hard. This isn't just a Left 4 Dead clone, it's the official spiritual successor, built by the same developers, Turtle Rock Studios. You and 3 friends or AI teammates will fight through massive levels swarming with grotesque creatures called the Ridden. The action is fast, the enemies are relentless, and every single mission feels like a scene out of a horror action movie, loud, bloody, and full of panic. Behind the stillness, though, there's depth. Dozens of unique fish to catch, rods and baits to unlock, serene environments to discover, all designed to reward slow, mindful play. Whether you're in it for 5 minutes or an hour, the experience never pushes. It just invites. And right now, it's on sale for $11.99, down 20% from its usual $14.99 on Steam. A small price for a pocket of peace you can return to anytime. Cast and Chill isn't just a game, it's a quiet ritual. A reminder that not every moment has to be loud. You pick your spot, maybe a foggy lakeside pier at dawn or a sun-drenched riverside cove, and just exist there.
rod in hand, line in the water, surrounded by birdsong and the occasional splash of something unseen beneath the surface.
Assassin's Creed Unity is sitting at just $749 right now, a huge 75% off its original $29.99 price. And honestly, it might be the most underrated gem in the entire AC franchise. What was once known for its rough launch has evolved into a stunning, fully polished historical action game set during one of the most chaotic, blood-soaked revolutions in history, the French Revolution. You step into the shoes of Arnaud Dorian, a brooding and highly skilled assassin caught between love, loyalty, and the rising tide of rebellion in 18th century Paris. Unlike other entries that focus on empire-spanning narratives or globe-trotting adventures, Unity is grounded. The entire game takes place in a single, incredibly detailed city, and it's all the better for it.
Splintered Fate drops you straight into a neon-drenched, chaos-fueled roguelike where every run is different. Every fight is a blur of kicks, combos, and shell-cracking power moves, and every turtle plays like their own class. This isn't the beat-em-up you grew up with. It's sharper, faster, more tactical. Each level is procedurally generated, packed with randomized power-ups, enemy layouts, and bosses that don't play fair. Now, here's the kicker. It's on sale for just $11.99, 60% off its full $29.99 price. You're getting a modern roguelike with real replay value, full co-op support, tons of style, and the best use of the TMNT license in years. If you've ever loved the Turtles, or you just want a game that hits hard and stays fun, Splintered Fate is a must-play.
The Wandering Village drops you into a beautifully strange, post-apocalyptic landscape where you don't just build a city, you build it on the back of a living creature. This is a city builder unlike any other. Your entire village rests on the massive back of Ombu, a towering gentle beast roaming a dying planet in search of safe haven. As your people settle, farm, and expand across Ombu's back, you're not only managing resources, you're forming a symbiotic relationship with the creature beneath your feet. And right now, the Wandering Village is 40% off, just $17.99, down from its original $29.99. For that price, you're getting a city builder that doesn't just give you control, it asks for connection, for thoughtfulness.